Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, August the 28th. We got the League of Women Voters with us today, and we're going to talk about a really terrible orchestra, or if you want to say, really terrific orchestra. Either way, it's RTO. Jeanne Lambson, good to have you back here, Jeanne.
Good to be here.
You were on, what, about a year or so ago. You're looking for musicians, people to play in this orchestra. And when you called me last year, you said, we're calling ourselves RTO, the really terrible orchestra.
Yes.
Are you really that terrible?
Well, we're made up of adult beginners and adult returners to instruments, people who haven't played for 30 years. So we don't sound that great. You're not going to, but we're still having fun.
Right.
And
but do you have a concert date set up for the Missouri Theater? Or?
Absolutely not. You know, our last concert was at the VA hospital, and it was wonderful. Or nursing homes. We play for people who
very forgiving.
Are greatly, yes, very forgiving.
Yeah. But so what are you looking for? For people who have played musical instruments?
Yes. Like my husband hasn't played his euphonium since high school, so he bought a euphonium a couple years ago, and so he plays. And but then there are people who have always wanted to play the cello or always wanted to play the violin, and so they're an adult and they're taking lessons, and there's no place for them to play in a group, not like if you're in high school or in junior high.
Right.
So this gives them an ensemble to play in, and we play classical music.
I bet you that's something to hear.
Well, it's simplified classical music, but nevertheless, it's fun.
I bet you that's interesting.
But we could definitely use more woodwinds, brass, not so much percussion because we don't have the equipment, but woodwinds and brass. A bass player, if somebody string bass wants to come and join us, we'd love it.
Yeah. You know, do you ever make recordings?
No. Oh, no, we just play for fun.
Okay, how often do you get together and play?
We rehearse twice a month, and we only rehearse about an hour because that's as long as our embouchures can last. Nobody can play any longer than that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, especially if you're playing a trumpet, your lip is just shot after about 20 minutes. So it's not a long rehearsal. We're rehearsing this year at Oakland Middle School. And
you keep the windows closed when you're rehearsing?
It'll be at night or in the Saturday. So one Monday night a month and one Saturday afternoon a month is when we rehearse.
All right. So if you're interested in becoming part of this RTO, really terrible orchestra, or really terrific orchestra, whatever you want to call it, how do they get in touch with you?
My email, which is my full name, and it's JeanneLambson @centurytel.net.
Okay.
Or you can call me too.
What's your phone number?
474-6053.
6053. So if you've always wanted to play in an orchestra, this is your chance.
Yes.
This might be the only chance that you have to play in an orchestra also.
Yes.
Okay. And you say last time you were on here last year, you got some people that...
We did. We got a couple of players that joined, a viola player and I think a trumpet player.
How are they doing?
Very well.
Okay.
They're having a great time.
Good. You know, classical music follows Radio Friends on KBIA. Maybe...
I don't know.
Maybe we can get Pat Akers to come over and make a recording. That'd be the first tune on a Radio Friend. Thank you very much, Jeanne, for coming by.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. So give her a call if you want to play in the orchestra. 474-6053. Now, Liz Schmidt, League of Women Voters. Good to have you here, Liz. Do you play any musical instruments?
I did a long time ago, and I'm all for her.
Okay, what'd you play?
I played flute.
Okay, so why don't you join that orchestra?
Sure. Well, I gave my flute to my daughter, and she's using it.
Well, Liz is here with the League of Women Voters to talk about several events that you have coming up.
we're doing
tomorrow. You got something tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the state board meets at the Columbia Public Library, and if anybody wants to come gripe at us or come see what we do, that's the place to come, the Columbia Library. They'll be there all day.
Oh, all day long?
Probably 9:30. They won't be there at the crack of 9, but
all right.
they'll be a little later, and they'll have lunch and, box lunch or something brought in.
Yeah. And then on September 9th?
September 9th, we're going to have our picnic at Bethel Park. This is our fall kickoff, and have people bring a side dish or just come. And it's open to the community, and come and find out about the League of Women Voters, because we're going to have a very busy year. We just finished about a month, not quite a month ago, 2 weeks ago, finished one election, and now we're headed for November.
Right.
November 4th. Now, on September 24th, we are having a special speaker come out she's with the Advancement Project's Voter Protection Program. Can you remember that?
The Advancement Project Voter Protection Program.
Yes, and she's a lawyer, and she's all for constitutional rights, civil rights, and to see early voting. The petition failed, but there is an early voting on the ballot in November. Voter ID, that thing rears its head every now and then. And she will be speaking on all that. Her name is Denise Lieberman.
So she will be speaking, when is this?
This is September 24th, and AAUW is co-sponsor with us.
Okay, at where?
At the Columbia Public Library at 7 p.m.
7 o'clock.
Wait a minute, Boone County Government Center.
So that's going to be at the Boone County Government Center. On what date again? September the 24th. This is something that people really should be interested in.
Yes.
Especially the voter ID.
Yes. Because they're trying to get your vote taken away, not overtly, covertly, but it keeps people from having an easy way to register to vote. And so it's important.
Oh, not just voting, but registering to vote also. Okay.
Yeah, because you can't vote if you aren't registered, and then they go through that with the voter ID. They say they're protecting us from people that try to vote illegally, but it's a felony to vote illegally, and I don't know why anyone would.
Okay, so if you want to find out more about this, come to that meeting on September the 24th.
7 p.m. at the Government Center.
Okay, and then you will be having, we've got the election coming up on Tuesday, November the 4th.
Yes.
You will be having forms with the candidates.
They'll be in October, and we'll come back.
Okay.
We'll tell you about them then.
Yeah, about all of the candidates at that point. Are there issues on that?
Yes, there will. If you noticed in August, we voted on 1, 5, 7, 8, and 9. So we still have 2, 3, 4 left, and 6, right?
Constitutional amendments?
Yeah, there'd be 4 more coming up.
That Constitution of ours is going to be awful big. It's going to be as big as Webster's Dictionary.
We have the longest one in the U.S.
That's what I read the other day. Liz, thank you so much for coming by. For more information, you can contact the League of Women Voters. Tomorrow, Diana Moxon will be with us from the Columbia Art League. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Agers from KBIA. Our floor director is Daniel Shapiro. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.